What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G, the Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. Hello, my friends, again. Hello. Happy Tuesday, and welcome to another episode of Tabletop Takeout Tuesday, the show where I give you points, lists, reasons why I enjoy a game. It's not a full review. It's just my opinion on why I'm enjoying the game. Now, I do like solo play games. And when a solo play game can also be played with a group, hey, all the better, right? Now, when you take a dark twist on this, and you actually make it a reskinning of an earlier Sherlock Holmes game, but you reskin it with the Mythos, now I'm intrigued. So I have enjoyed, and I want to tell you why I've enjoyed Mythos Tales. So why don't you join me down the table, and I'll tell you. All right, how you doing, everyone? Good to see you. Now, today's game, Mythos Tales, is along the lines of an Endless Quest or Choose Your Own Adventure style book, especially the later ones that came out. Like, I remember they had these super Endless Quest books that TSR was doing to try to make them a little bit more RPG-like. And this is built upon that mentality, that concept. But specifically, it's built upon an earlier game that was very similar setup to this, and it was based on Sherlock Holmes, which was wildly popular. So reskinning that concept with a mythos, a Lovecraftian twist to it, I think almost sounded expected. So another game, which I've talked about before, and you've seen playthroughs of here, Legacy of Dragonholt. It's similar to that style of game. You can play it by yourself. You can play it with a group of people, as many as it doesn't matter, because when you're playing with more than one player, it becomes a discussion game. You're discussing, what are you going to do? You're going to go here. You're going to go there. You're going to take this choice or that choice. See this ally or not. So that makes absolutely no difference, and it only adds to the amount of time that you're going to discuss and banter back and forth about what to do. And I do love solo games, and a game like this that can handle multiple players as well, to me, is a great bonus. Now, going through the game, I have to admit that I did feel like there were some clunky parts in the writing. Some things didn't always match up. There was a few typos. It wasn't the smoothest road to drive down. But the story and the way it unfolded, ultimately speaking, is what kept me going with the game. I got past the mistakes, if you want to call them, that were in the game. I got over it because that's not what the game is. The game is, what is going on and can you figure it out? So it came together, and it wasn't easy. Some of the allies in the game actually, some of them were really helpful, but a few of them maybe I was just misinterpreting help or clues or whatever, but some of them I felt were like barely helpful at all. And I liked that. I did, because the reason is that made me figure things out where I should have been getting help. But for some reason, I don't think it was that helpful, or there was something I just didn't get. But because I had to figure it out myself, that made those aspects of the game even that much more fun. And ultimately, that's what any game should be about, is having fun. And that That aspect brought it to me. Now, while playing the game itself, it does build up a dark atmosphere. And it's not overly scary like the darkest parts of a Stephen King novel, let's say, but it does enough to evoke a sort of dreadfulness and hopelessness at times. Now, on a personal note, if you are going to play the game and you get the opportunity to do so, play it in some reduced lighting. Now, before I say anything else or you say anything, I don't want you to damage your eyes. First and foremost, your health is important, especially eyesight. So we don't want you to hurt yourself. But if you feel safe and you think it's wise, dropping the lighting down certain degrees, maybe have some candles nearby. Candles are dangerous, so be careful. They can start fires. Have some water nearby as well, or a big blanket to smother it out. I don't want you to hurt yourself. But if you can set up a little bit more of the atmosphere, it actually will deepen your experience with the game. You can also download some creepy music. That's the first thing people usually think of with something like this. But also, what if just sounds? Sounds can be a lot eerier. Anyway, I'm kind of getting off course, but it can help you with the experience of the game. Just don't start a fire, don't burn yourself down, don't go blind fixing your atmosphere. But the game does deliver enough. I was just saying, if you want to pinch it a little bit. But it's a very good game. You're not going to have a lot of replayability with it. I'm sorry to say that up front. It's an aspect of the game that I both love and hate, because I love it because that means it was so precise. The story, the game flow. And I hate it because that means I can't play the game again. So it's a very, two sides of the same coin feeling with me about it. But I think they can do it in a second one. I think that the few mistakes that they learned in this first game, they can take that into another one. Maybe update it to, you know what I would love to see? A Cthulhu story in the 70s. Yeah. Anyway, if you're looking for a read-through game with a little atmosphere, a little bit of dread, then please check out Mythos Tales. I think you might like it. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming, and my friends, I am out of here.